Alright, today we're going to practice graphing the equation of a line, and we're going to practice using the slope-intercept form. So remember, slope-intercept is in the form y equals mx plus b. And we talked about this yesterday. The m stands for the slope, and the b is the y-intercept. So instead of having to create a table to graph the line, we can just use the slope and the y-intercept. So I'm only going to do a couple questions with you and then have you work on the rest on your own. So let's take a look at the first problem. For number one, the first thing I'm going to do is just identify my slope and my y-intercept. So looking at the equation and comparing it to the equation here, the slope is in front of the x. So the m in this problem is 3/2. Remember, slope is just rise over run. So this is telling me that I'm going up 3 over 2. My y-intercept then is -2. So to sketch a graph of this line, I'm going to use my y-intercept and plot that first. So I'm going to go to the y-axis. I'm going to find -2 on the y-axis and put a dot there. That's the y-intercept. Now, using the slope, I can count up 3 and over 2 doing the rise over run to get the next point. So going up 3, 1, 2, 3, over 2 puts me at that location. I can do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, over 1, 2. I can also go back to my y-intercept and I can go in reverse. So instead of going up 3 to the right 2, I would go down 3 and to the left 2. So now that I have a good number of points on my line, I can draw a line between those points, and there's the sketch of that line. That's graphing a line in slope-intercept form. Let's take a look at number 2 and do the same thing, and then I'll have you work on the rest of the problems on your own. So for number 2, my slope here is -5/2, or -5 over 2, and the y-intercept is 5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plot the y-intercept at 5, and I'm going to use my slope and go down 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, over 2, 1, 2. So when my slope is positive, I go up, and when my slope is negative, I'm going down. And then I can do that again. I'm going to go down 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and over 1, 2. So on this graph, I can't really go in reverse because the points don't fit on the graph. So you can stop there with those 3 points. And there's the sketch of your line. So you're just doing the y-intercept and then using the slope to graph your line. So go ahead and try the rest of these problems and see how you do with graphing. When you're finished, make sure you come up and check with me so I can let you know if you did it right. Good luck.